All right, so we've all heard of credit card rewards for, say, cash back or travel. These are some of my favorite perks of having credit cards, but closing costs and a down payment for a home? We're gonna need to dig into this one today. Now, owning a home is part of the American dream for many people, but with the evolving real estate industry, which has come with much higher interest rates and home prices, this has postponed the goal at best for many. There is a significant affordability issue right now. And if you're unable to finance your down payment for closing costs, this has sort of caused a problem for mortgage companies in order to develop a more creative solution where they introduce new programs and services that are aimed at aiding their borrowers. And one example of that is this newly introduced credit card program by Rocket Mortgage that provides its users or borrowers like you with cash back that can be applied to upcoming down payments and closing expenses. And I thought this was an interesting idea from Rocket, so I want to dive into the credit card that they're offering today to see if it might be a worthwhile debt weapon to you for those looking to buy a home in the next few years. And there are a ton of credit card reward programs out there. I take advantage of many of them. Each of them have their own unique features. And while certain credit cards do cater to individuals that enjoy traveling, others provide rewards that can be redeemed at particular stores and restaurants. If you're focused on achieving home ownership or paying off your mortgage as your next major objective, the Rocket Visa Signature Card might just be the ideal option for you. The credit card offers 5% cash back, and it's towards the purchase of your next home with Rocket Mortgage specifically. And the cool part about this here is that they're not limiting that to just certain purchases. So you'll earn 5% cash back on every single purchase that you make with that credit card. Now, obviously, going this route forces you to utilize Rocket Mortgage when the time does come. So you will be, needing to consider that on the front end, of course. And that said, Rocket Mortgage does rate highly according to bankrate.com. And they do have a score of 4.5 out of 5 stars. I used them on my most recent purchase. According to Bankrate, the pros you'll see with Rocket Mortgage are going to be easy digital application process, which I found. There's a top tier customer service and home equity loan options. I found those too. The cons of this include a lack of branch locations, meaning that you're going to be doing all of your banking online, which is fine to me. The lack of USDA loans and HELOCs and limited information about lender fees online also have me a bit concerned. That last one certainly isn't a cause for major concern. However, their high score with customer experiences do show that you can get all of the information that you may need when you speak with a representative. Honestly, there are no mortgage companies out there that make the process an absolute joy. We can be honest about that. One should expect some obnoxious things along the way when you're dealing with home loans or banking in general. But now that we've looked at the pros and cons of getting a mortgage through Rocket Mortgage, let's go ahead and get back to the credit card itself. One of the first things that I noticed on the card was the annual fee, which is $95. If you already have a Rocket Mortgage of some type, it would be waived. So if you do already do business with Rocket Mortgage, you can find additional perks beyond the waived annual fee, including the ability to earn 2% cash back towards your mortgage balance. Not a huge benefit, as most credit card rewards offer around 2% cash back on purchases anyway, but it can be an interesting strategy for anybody that's wanting to accelerate paying down their mortgage like we teach here on the channel. Of course, it should go without saying that credit card benefits are no longer beneficial when you are paying interest on your credit card purchases. So it's crucial for anybody that's taking advantage of credit card rewards to be very responsible with their spending so that things don't get out of hand. Now, I recommend paying your credit cards off every single month in full, and doing so before they are due, well before, will help your credit the most, in fact. The reason for this is twofold. Obviously, paying your credit cards off early will result in zero interest accruing at any point, meaning you perpetually have a 0% interest credit card. And that also means that all the rewards that are earned are net positive for you rather than being a small offset to the interest costs, which are very high. Beyond that, I pay my credit cards off early in order to get that balance to zero before the statement closing deadline versus the due date. And that's another deadline that you need to be aware of, because that's when your credit card issuer sends your balances to the credit reporting agencies, or the credit bureaus as they're known, and they use that data to calculate your credit scores. Since credit utilization accounts for 30% of your credit scores, this simple adjustment to when you pay your credit cards off in full, it will make a noticeable difference to your credit scores over the long run. Now, all that being said, is this credit card by Rocket Mortgage worth picking up? Well, for those who are planning on purchasing a home in the next few years, it could be a solid boost to what you can bring to the table come closing time. I currently have $1,500 worth of cashback rewards in my Chase accounts today. So it could add up. It could be the difference between having, say, a 15% down payment and maybe a 20% down payment over time, and that could impact the interest rate that you would get on your mortgage as well. And that said, you should take the annual fee into consideration. A $95 annual fee, all your cash back from the card won't break even until you've spent $1,900 on that credit card. So I'm curious, what do you think of this credit card creative perk? Would you want your credit card rewards going toward a down payment on an upcoming mortgage, or would you prefer something fun with your rewards like travel or what I think is the most fun, cash back? Make sure you let me know in the comments below. I appreciate you watching today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and of course share the video with anybody that you think would benefit from it. Till I see you on the next one, make it a great day today and keep on cash flowing. Take care.